Sheena Batiza, I welcome her for tonight's proceedings.
Thank you very much for the introduction. Good evening, Your Excellencies, Members of Parliament, Lords, ladies and gentlemen. Can everybody hear me? I warmly welcome you to the 11th Asian Voice Political and Public Life Awards 2017, what we call the People's Awards 2017. We are back in the historic members' dining room, where MPs spend their time discussing the great issues of state and possibly a little bit of gossiping. These awards are a chance to celebrate the achievements of those who have made a very special contribution to our political and public life over the last 12 months. I would like to pass on our thanks to our hosts, our Chair of Judges and Asian Voice for making these awards possible and for hosting the event. But most importantly, to the readers of the Asian Voice who voted for our award winners. Let me start by telling you a little bit about the Asian Voice. The newspaper was founded by the legend of the ethnic minority media, C.B. Patel, and it has the largest readership of any ethnic minority paper in the UK and indeed in Europe. These awards represent the Oscars, if you will, of the Asian community. People who have broken the glass ceiling and made us all incredibly proud. So let's make a start. Unlike the Oscars, no tears for the award winners, please. And I'm pretty sure we have the correct envelopes tonight. If I could please welcome to the stage C.B. Patel, the doyen of British Asian publishing, and our guest of honour tonight, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Commons, Eleanor Lang MP, the most senior woman in the House of Commons, and they will be presenting our awards this evening. Deputy Speaker, may we start by garlanding you?
Oh, lovely. Thank you.
Could you just hold that, please?
Thank you. That's beautiful. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Our first award for the evening is for Doctor of the Year. Professor Nady S. Hakim, MD, PhD, is a transplant surgeon and author with over 30 years' experience, having performed over 15,000 procedures. He studied in Paris' Descartes University and UCL. In 1995, he performed his first pancreas transplant in London at St Mary's Hospital, and the world's first hand transplant in September 1998. He was awarded honorary professorship from Lyon University, Ricardo Palmer University, Basquet University, and University of Sao Paulo, and he was visiting professor to Harvard. Hakim has edited 23 surgical textbooks and served as the 35th World President of the International College of Surgeons. In January 2016, President François Hollande appointed Professor Hakim to the rank of Chevalier de la Légion d'honneur. In a community which boasts some of the finest medical practitioners in the world, Professor Hakim is amongst the best of the best. Can we please welcome the Doctor of the Year to the stage?
Let me officially present this.
He will also be garlanded.
Good evening, my lords, ladies and gentlemen. I'm extremely honored to be receiving such an important award, the Doctor of the Year Award, at the Political and Public Awards 2017. I'm earnestly grateful for the recognition I have received for my work, because I'm very sure that every other nominee for this award was as capable, if not more, of winning. I have faced several challenges on my way here, but each one of them has only strengthened me to make me the person I am today. someone who sets his eyes on a goal and does not lose sight of it unless it is achieved. Winning this award would not have been possible without the inspiration I've received from my parents, my wife, and my children, for whom I have the deepest respect, and from whom I've derived the strength to challenge myself and perform better at each stage. I sincerely thank Asian Voice and its numerous readers for helping me reach this stage where I can proudly hold up this award as a mark of my achievement. On a closing note, all I want to tell you, each of you present here tonight, is that you should never, never, never give up. Even if you are convinced that it's all over. It's not over unless you want it to be. And a true example of this is myself, standing right here in front of you tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Hakim, and congratulations. The next award is for Campaigner of the Year. Gina Miller grew up in British Guyana before moving to England aged 10. She has a degree in marketing and an MSc in human resource management from the University of London. Miller set up the True and Fair Foundation in 2009, which aims to encourage moral responsibility and philanthropy. Following the EU referendum, Gina took up a David and Goliath battle when she engaged her own solicitors to take the government to the Supreme Court to ensure the British Parliament would have a vote before Article 50 can be triggered. After winning this case in a landmark victory, accompanied by global news coverage, her achievement will go down in the legal and parliamentary history, a story worthy of her own award-winning film. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome onto the stage our Campaigner of the Year, Gina Miller.
Hello everyone, good evening. When I set off on this journey, I never expected this. So I'm slightly feeling out of my depth in that I just did what I thought was right. I didn't have any grand ambitions. I just thought every single one of us has a responsibility. Every single one of us has the right to speak our mind and to stand up for what we believe is right or wrong. Not because there is some personal gain, but because other people matter. And I have to say, Professor Akim's words resound, and actually he stole my speech. I agree with everything he said. You know, I'm here not because of my successes, but because of my failures. Because when you fail, you learn to be tough. You learn to develop into, as a woman, a lioness. Well now, because of certain elements of the backlash to what I've done, I've actually become a rhinoceros, I think. But people have tried to ransack every part of my life for asking a perfectly legitimate question, to defend the civility that makes us who we are as a society. And what I'd like to say to everyone in this room tonight is thank you so much for this award. As I said, so much something I never thought about or thought was possible, but also do not ever underestimate the strength of your voice, the strength of your conscience, and the strength of your actions. One person can take on those who talk about things that are morally and intellectually indefensible. And we can all come together in a stream of consciousness, which means that we will preserve what makes our society so great. Thank you so much.
very much. Beautifully said. Our next award of the evening is for Young Entrepreneur of the Year. 30-year-old Harnoop is a young entrepreneur who has business interests in various sectors, including healthcare, hotels, and hospitality. Currently, he is the CEO of Oakland Prime Care, a leading provider of premium private elderly care focused on the southeast of England. In July 2016, Harnoop successfully led a deal raising £30 million of investment to support the company's next phase of growth, which will increase the number of beds from 152 to approximately 800. Harnoop's key to success is he instills the values of treating the elderly with dignity and respect across Oakland. Harnoop is also director of Equator Hotels and the Willows, which is an event and banqueting hall in Essex. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our Young Entrepreneur of the Year onto the stage.
Good to see you too.
You were not. Oh, we've met before. Delighted that you're here.
Oh, great.
Oh, you're
Thank you.
Thank you. Excellent.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, please. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a real honour to receive this award. I'd just like to start by thanking my family particularly for all their help and support throughout my career. Particularly, I'd like to thank my father, Sam Atkar, as my mentor and my guide to help me throughout my career, and also with the company that was mentioned, Oakland. As was said, we raised £30 million of private equity last year to grow our company from the current 2 homes to 10, 15 homes in the next 7 years. What we really hope is that will provide fulfilling careers for lots of people throughout the southeast of England, from our base in Loughton in Essex.
This is a coincidence.
And also, most importantly, provide exceptional care for people. That is what we are about as a company. So I won't hold the mic any longer. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Leonard. Thanks, Evie.
Thank you very much. The next award of the evening is for the International Diversity Award. Mary Ellen Powers is the partner in charge of Jones Day Europe, overseeing 10 offices and almost 600 lawyers. She was the first woman to be appointed to the firm's partnership committee and has served on it for a decade. Mary Ellen joined Jones Day after graduating from the University of Virginia School of Law in 1980. She's played a key role in ensuring that diverse lawyers get opportunities to develop into leaders in client engagements and within the firm. If I can please have everybody's attention. Thank you very much. Mary Ellen was recognised as Star of the Bar at the Women's Bar Association and received the Law Firm Economic Empowerment Award at the Transformative Leadership Awards in 2010. She has also served as a District of Columbia Pro Bono Committee and is a director of the mutual insurance company ALAS. She has broken the glass ceiling for diversity, not just in the USA, but worldwide. Please congratulate the winner of the International Diversity Award.
I'd like to thank the readers of Asian Voice. I've been blessed for 37 years to be at a firm that's provided enormous opportunities not only for me, but for dozens of women, lawyers of color around the firm. I also want to thank my family, my daughter who's here today. I could not have done this job without my supportive husband and my 2 daughters. Thanks very much.
Here we are.
Thank you very much. For our next award, I want to invite the Deputy Mayor of Rome, Mr. Daniele Frongia, who has flown in especially for this occasion to join Madam Deputy Speaker on the platform. This is for our next award, which is the Sports Personality of the Year. Following a managerial career in which he has coached 14 teams in 5 different countries over 29 years, Claudio Ranieri is loved by fans across the footballing world. Ranieri's career began in Roma in 1973, before transferring to Catanzaro in 1974, where he stayed for the majority of his playing career. As a manager, Claudio has taken charge of Inter Milan, Roma, Juventus, Monaco, Atletico Madrid, Monaco and Greek national team. He won the Premier League Manager of the Year, FIFA Coach of the Year and LMA Manager of the Year, and he is current BBC Sports Manager of the Year after taking the outsiders Leicester City Football Club to win the Premier League in one of the greatest sporting upsets of all time. His place in the pantheon of world football managers is the stuff of legends and is of truly historical significance. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to our Sports Personality of the Year, Claudio Ranieri.
Thank you to everybody, and of course, thank you for the.
Before you speak, sir, before
okay.
you are
Yes, it's the truth.
There you are. There we are. Let's do the official bit.
Okay, ready? That's before. Okay. One more, hold on. This way. That's it. Okay, so you want to sit one together? That's it. Keep going.
Really nice and centre. Nice and centre.
Okay, so one here now. Thank you.
Thank you. No, just to say thank you to everybody, to the readers of Latvia Voice Houses, and it's a great honor for me to be here. And what I can say, thank you so much to everyone.
We are used to the upside down.
Ladies and gentlemen, honorable members, thank you very much for the invitation to me and to Rome. It's an honor for me to be here tonight with you. Just let me spend some words about Mr. Ranieri. I'm very pleased to be here to confer on behalf of the Mayor of Rome, Virginia Raggi, and the Municipality of Rome, the award of Sports Personality of the Year to Claudio Ranieri for the sensational achievements as manager of Leicester City Football Club. By winning the Premier League, the FIFA Coach of the Year award, and leading Leicester to the Champions League, you, Mr. Claudio, have written the history of a team that has filled with pride and passion fans from all over the world. As Claudio Ranieri is a true son of Rome, born in a beautiful area of San Saba, near the Circus Maximus. We are particularly proud to have the opportunity to confer you this very much deserved prize from the readers of Asian Voice. Bravo, grazie e forza Claudio!
Thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, if I can ask everyone to please settle down. Thank you. Our next award of the evening is for public service. Mark Rowley has been the Assistant Commissioner for Specialist Operations in the Metropolitan Police since June 2014. He leads the Counter-Terrorism Policing Network in the UK and represents CT Policing in its engagement with government on tackling terrorism, espionage and proliferation. He is also responsible for protection, security and counter-terrorism, domestic extremism in London. Now in his 30th year as a public servant, which included the appointment as Chief Constable for Surrey, He has had a remarkable career and was awarded the Queen's Police Medal in 2011. As the UK lead for counter-terrorism, Mark is the reason we can all sleep soundly at night. Please welcome him onto the stage.
Thank you very much for this award. I was very surprised to get the letter inviting me here. I think I take this on behalf of all the policemen and women in this country who work to look after us all. I'm privileged to have a leadership role in terms of counter-terrorism, but it's all their efforts I think I'm here to acknowledge your thanks for. We face some very big challenges, don't we? Whether it's the sort of cult of ISIS and the way they reach into our communities and try and radicalise our young people, all the way through to the extreme right-wingers who try to sow discord and hate in communities. And it was interesting listening to Gina Miller's experience earlier on today. So we've got that range of challenges, and the way we succeed is because in this country I profoundly believe our tradition of community policing and the relationship between the police and communities is stronger than anywhere else in the world. And so in that spirit, I'm very grateful to accept this on behalf of the men and women of the police service of this country. Thank you very much.
Award is for Shadow Minister of the Year. In 1987, Diane Abbott made history by becoming the first black woman ever elected to the British Parliament. Diane was born in London, and in 2008 she was awarded the Spectator Threadneedle Speech of the Year award and a Human Rights Award for Liberty. Diane has served on a number of parliamentary committees on social and international issues and was elected with an improved majority of over 24,000 in May 2015. As the first black woman ever appointed as Shadow Home Secretary, Diane made an immediate impact across Westminster and has been at the forefront of some of the major events concerning Britain's future, tenaciously holding the government to account on policing, immigration and Brexit. Can we please welcome her to the stage?
Well, I'd just like to thank the readers of Asian Voice for voting me in this position. It is, as you've heard, 30 years since I, Bernie Grant, Paul Boateng and Keith Vaz, of course, were first elected to Parliament. And 30 years later, Keith and I at least are still here and still fighting fit. We live in a very interesting time. The election of Donald Trump in America, the British public voting for Brexit, but there are certain values we should hold on to. Human rights, social justice, and equality. I have campaigned for these things all my adult life and will continue to campaign for them in Parliament. Thank you very much.
As with any awards, sometimes winners are unable to attend. The brochure will give you all the information of the winners who could not be with us today, and I'm going to name them. We have Dev Patel, Actor of the Year, who is on a flight back from Hollywood. Mr. Rory Stewart, MP, OBE, for Minister of the Year. Jim Shannon, MP, Northern Ireland MP for the year. Baroness Brady, Peer of the Year. Tim Farron, MP, Liberal Democrat of the Year. And David Morris, MP, Conservative Backbencher of the Year. You can please give a round of applause to those who won. We're going to take a short break for you to have a drink and mingle, and we'll be back in a few moments. Thank you.
Well behaved at all. Let's try it again. Order! Order!
Well done. Well done. Well done. Good.
Thank you, you made my job much easier. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Before the next award, I would like to invite the Deputy High Commissioner of India, His Excellency Dinesh K. Patnaik, to the stage.
Yeah.
Our next award for the evening is Philanthropist of the Year. The story of Waymade Pharmaceuticals is a fascinating one. Success in business. The Patel brothers have been actively involved in philanthropy for over 3 decades. The Shanta Foundation, named after their mother Shanta Ben, provides health, shelter and education through both self and jointly funded projects with partners such as the Lions Club, Devdaya and Anupam Mission. The foundation is currently raising funds for a 112-bed critical care unit at the Sri Krishna Hospital in Gujarat. In October 2014, the Shanta Foundation held a gala dinner raising almost £500,000 for the Mitra Rehabilitation School. The Waymade School of Ophthalmic Studies in Gujarat specializes in the prevention of childhood blindness. The Waymade College of Education in Gujarat provides students with graduate and postgraduate degrees in English. Last year, Waymade contributed £1 million to De Montfort University, Leicester, where Vijay studied pharmacy. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our Philanthropist of the Year, Bikku Patel and Dr. Vijay Patel.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I thank Asian Voice, C.B. Patel, the editor-in-chief, and the staff of the newspaper for giving us this accolade. Completely unexpected. I was in fact on my philanthropic duties in India when I got the news from one of their staff that we were being nominated for this particular award. Anyway, we have been brought up to give and to share whatever little we have. And we have continued this with the blessing of our mother, and we hope to continue. Thank you.
I think somebody else will come in there. You come in. There we are.
Yeah. Very good one.
Please.
Told very categorically that I don't have to speak today. But anyway, it's always a great occasion to come to one of the many award functions that I've been witnessing in London for the last 4 or 5 months. And I've been saying that the way the awards go, almost every Indian is going to get an award one day, but that's... But to stress the point, it's very important in today's world, when there is turmoil all over, that we have heroes to look up to. So that's very important. And also to incentivize people to do better. And if you don't have awards, there's no way to tell people that you're doing a good job. It's the only way we tell each other that we are doing and contributing something to society. So the awards are a great way of telling people that we recognize the fact that you're doing well in our community, in our system, in our society, in our country, and in the world at large. And with the situation that is there today, with the turmoil that we see around us, this is the few things that we need to do to assuage ourselves that we are doing something good. So enjoy yourselves. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Our next award is for Lifetime Achievement. H.S. Rao has been a journalist with the Press Trust of India and the Premier News Agency of India for nearly 5 decades and has travelled the world with presidents and prime ministers. He served in Mumbai, Bengaluru, Kolkata and New Delhi before being posted in London as Bureau Chief of the PTI in 1999. Mr. Rao broke the news of the assassination of Prime Minister Indira Gandhi to the world in 1984, and he was also one of the 2 journalists to visit the Golden Temple in Amritsar with President Zail Singh 3 days after the Blue Star operation. He is regarded as a leader of Indian journalists in Britain, having given a lifetime of service to journalism and the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the stage Mr. H.S. Rao, the winner of the Lifetime Achievement Award.
My Lords, Members of Parliament and friends, I am extremely grateful to readers of Asian Voice for selecting me for this prestigious Lifetime Achievement Award for 2017. Over the past 5 decades, my journey as a journalist with the Press Trust of India, the premier news agency of India, has been a challenge and opportunity. I have strived my best to do my journalistic work in free, fair and unbiased way to keep the PTI flag flying. I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to my wife and all members of my family for their support, which enabled me to achieve whatever little I did. Thank you all once again.
Our next award is for Political Book of the Year. Sir Craig Stewart Oliver is a British news editor, producer and media executive. Previously, he was controller of English news output for BBC Global News. He began his media career in 1992 as a reporter for STV and joined the BBC in 2006, where he became editor of BBC One's 10 o'clock news. In February 2011, he was appointed Director of Communications at 10 Downing Street, becoming the Prime Minister's Chief Political and Press Advisor, one of the most powerful positions in Whitehall. Oliver received a knighthood in the 2016 Resignation Honours. His book, Unleashing Demons, The Inside Story of Brexit, has become the classic seminal account of one of the most important periods in modern British political history, as the man who had a ringside seat at the political storm that was the 2016 referendum. Please welcome Sir Craig Oliver to the stage.
Okay, beautiful. Can we come a step closer, please? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, thank you very much. I'm really delighted to get the award from Asian Voice. When I was in Downing Street, we did a lot of work with the magazine newspaper and with the website, and it's a great thing, so it's very pleasing to get the award. Thank you very much. I wrote the book Unleashing Demons because I wanted people to get a chance to hear what it was like actually at the front row as history unfolded. The title comes from a conversation I had with David Cameron when we were in the back of the car on the way to a speech. And he was going through all the reasons why we had to have a referendum on the EU. And I asked him the question, is there one reason you think we shouldn't have a referendum? And he immediately said, because you could unleash demons of which ye know not. And I thought it was a quote that might come from the Bible or a religious text or from Shakespeare. But when I looked it up, it turns out he'd made it up. But those words were prophetic, and those demons were unleashed. And during the campaign, it felt like there was a lot of bitterness and division in the country. And unfortunately, I think today in the debate, it still feels like that. And I hope those demons can be exercised so that Britain can go forward and make the best of a Brexit future. So thank you for the award. It means a lot. I appreciate it. Thank
Our next award is for Pharmacist of the Year. Jimmy Desai is a community pharmacist practicing in Ilford, Essex. His career spans 28 years, all of which has been devoted to providing an active community pharmacy service. During his career, Jimmy has cared for patients of all ages and believes in the principle of serve and be served. Jimmy is also an avid philanthropist and has been heavily involved with a number of notable diabetes charities. Jimmy is a special advisor on pharmacy to the All-Party Parliamentary Group for Diabetes, where he supports and advises the group on government policy on community pharmacies. Jimmy finds his job as a community pharmacist rewarding as he is motivated by helping patients to live healthier lives. In 2016, he created the Dimples Project, designed to bring diabetes into pharmacies. Please welcome our Pharmacist of the Year, Jimmy Desai.
Yeah.
Madam Deputy Speaker, Mr. C.B. Patel, Asian Voice, honorable members, guests, and I hope there are a few pharmacists around here. Thank you so much for this award to a community pharmacist like me. As Sheena said, I have a specialty of diabetic awareness. I now run a project called Dimple Diabetes Awareness with my colleague Vinu Patel. We have had a reasonable amount of success in bringing awareness to diabetics and the non-so-called diabetics. We always, human beings believe that disease can never come to them, but we call walk into that. When I was told 7 years ago that obesity can create diabetes, I didn't believe anybody. I walked into it, and I'm a diabetic type 2. So that awareness is quite important in general public. Patients, literate, non-literate, whatever. Any ethnicity, origin, disease can come to anybody. And my job, even till today, is to make sure that diabetics are treated properly and especially are aware of the pitfalls they could go through. Apart from that, I do everything what other thousands of pharmacists do. But thank you so much for the recognition. It's inspired me more today.
Jimmy, be back. It's too late now, you be in my way.
Thank you. Our next award is for Business Performance and Innovation in Health Industry. Launched by the multifaceted and enterprising Atul Patel in 2007, St. George's Medical Limited has come a long way since making their first product, olive oil eardrops. The product was an instant hit, and in no time the company became the UK's market leader. St. George's Medical decided to innovate more quality health products that would be available to both the consumers and the NHS at an affordable price. Over time, they came out with hugely successful products like Pregfol, tablets for pregnant women, Iso-Rinse for those suffering from hay fever, Vitamin B compound strong tablets, and many, many more. Not resting on their laurels, this year, a number of health products have been lined up by St. George's Medical that will go a long way in improving the health and quality of people's lives, as well as helping the NHS to save a cost. Can you please welcome our Business Performance and Innovation in Health Industry winner of St. George's Medical Limited. Thank you very much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The other one, sorry. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's an absolute privilege to be here and very honoured to accept this award. I want to thank the most two beautiful women in my life, my mother and my wife, in supporting this company from 2007. And also Sandy Patel from Anlay Medical, who's been our sole distributor but in the whole of UK, and now we're going international. St George's Medical has always looked at the NHS and the challenges it faces, in both financially and the services it provides. And we always look to making products that are both innovative and also of quality which patients will benefit from. And our future continues to be that, and this year we're going to produce further products which will save the NHS money and also help the nation with its healthcare in the community. So thank you very much.
Our next and final award for the evening is for community service. Passionate about making a difference in society, the compassionate Dipti Mistry is a trustee of Bharat Welfare Trust, established by the legendary Kandilal Unadkat in 1998. It is a registered British charity working with over 150 charities in India to help those who cannot help themselves. Dipti has dedicated her life to serve the community by taking up causes of alleviating poverty, improving animal welfare, women empowerment, providing medical aid for the disadvantaged, supporting the disabled and frail, and above all, providing education for children. Born in Surat in India, Dipti came to the UK in 1989. She studied chemistry and has a degree in library and information science from India. She's also a qualified guide communicator. Against all odds, she continues her mission to help the helpless. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our community service winner, Dipti Mistry, to the stage.
Honorable guests and ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the award, which I dedicate to my parents and my late husband, Bharat, who had been very supportive to me. My Seva Guru, Kandilal Unadkat, who guided me through this path. My special thanks goes to my son and all my friends who are very near and dear to me. Team of Bharat Welfare Trust, Gujarat Samachar and Asian Voice, they helped me through this journey and publicize my charitable activities for the last 25 years. It is the God who chooses the person to carry on his noble cause. I feel honored to be chosen by the God, but it is the support from the community, the donors, and all the people who supported through for the last 25 years. I dedicate this award to them. All the best wishes. Thank you.
So there we are. Another year is over. Thank you to all our winners for the encouraging words, for the hard work that has gone in the last 12 months. It is certainly very inspiring. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us this evening, and a special thanks to Madam Deputy Speaker Eleanor Lang MP for presenting the awards tonight, our judges and the readers of the Asian Voice. If I can please ask you to say a few words.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great honor to be involved in this ceremony this evening, and I am delighted to have been able to present these awards. Isn't it wonderful to see so many people coming together who have made such a difference in all that they've done over a lifetime's work and service, and doing it not for themselves, but for the communities around them. I had the very great pleasure of visiting Gujarat just last week when I went to Surat, the birthplace of the lady who has just received, where is she, in the most beautiful jacket, who has just received the last award. And I could see that in Surat and in the rest of Gujarat, there's a wonderfully vibrant community there. And the thing that delighted me most about what I learned while I was there was the importance of the close ties, the brotherhood between the United Kingdom and India, and indeed the whole of Asia and the subcontinent. It's wonderful to have this celebration this evening. I'd like to thank Mr. Patel and Asian Voice for all that you do and the way that you keep everybody together and bring our communities together. Not just here, but literally throughout the world. And may I congratulate everyone who has received a reward this evening. They're in trouble in the naughty corner over there. If this was the House of Commons, I'd send you out. I'd like to congratulate everybody who has won an award, but also everyone who has supported everyone who has won an award. Thank you very much indeed for all coming here, and we're delighted that the House of Commons has provided the backdrop for this lovely evening of celebration. Thank you.
Sheena says I've got an hour and 20 minutes to speak. That is not true, but I'm really grateful. She's such an important person. I've met so many speakers and deputy speakers. You are a lady. You are so helpful, so understanding, so kind. Thank you very much. I want to thank the judging panel, but they don't want the name out, but they are respectable people. I really appreciate what they do. Sheena, as usual, you are available. We have so much to offer to this country and the world because we got so much out of the country and the world. So keep it up. We'll meet next year. Very soon we have two other awards, Asian-wise. There's the Asian Charity Awards in May, also Asian Achievers Awards, and we do it with a very high standard. So far for 16 years, those awards have no controversy because we don't charge a penny. There is no nomination fee or anything. So keep it up. Thank you for your support. I must say also that Sheena is helping us year in and year out. George, our chief executive, works very hard, but because he's tired, he's nearer to the counter where he got drink and food. Thank you very much. Safe journey home. God bless you.
I think receiving this award is a real privilege to receive it from such a great institution such as the Asian Voice, which represents Asians across the UK for so long. For me to receive this award as Young Entrepreneur of the Year at the age of 30 years old from such an institution in the House of Commons today, for me is such an honour. And it's even more so when your peers and people in your community recognise the achievements that you've made. It further underpins what we're trying to do as a business. I'd say to the youth, never underestimate the power of perseverance. If you can, have a support structure around you. I've been fortunate enough to have my father as a real mentor and guide, and my wife and family supporting me through the good times like this and the tough times. And you've got to be prepared to power through and fight through those battles every day. But you will achieve the end goal as long as you persevere.
Friends, this is a historic place, members dining room for about 150 years. They discuss, they decide, they dine. But this event today was one more milestone in the evolution of the Asian community. Asian Voice, Gujarat Samachar, this is the 11th award for people in public life and political life without any barrier of religion, caste, nationality or political party. And look at the nominations, look at the selection, look at the audience. I believe that we live in a very civilized country. UK has offered so much for us, and together I think this country is making a big stride for a better, harmonious and happy society. So thank you for coming here, thank you for all the viewers, and have a wonderful time in 2017. Thank you.